Hi, welcome back to Sign Language class. I'm Mrs. Stedman and this is lesson 6. Today's topic is Let's Eat. We'll be learning different signs for foods and things that you need to eat, like plates and bowls. Then we'll be learning adjectives to describe food. And finally, we'll learn a couple questions and answers that you can use in regard to what you like to eat. All right, let's get started. All right, first of all, when you eat, you need something to eat with. The first word we'll learn is plate. Use your first finger and thumb to show the shape of a plate. You can show if it's small or big. Plate, plate. Bowl is very similar. Use cupped hands to show the shape of a bowl. You can also use this to describe what the bowl looks like, if it's big or small, tall or short. Fork. Put 2 fingers in your hand like you're poking something with a fork. Fork. Spoon. Take your H hand, 2 fingers together, cup your other hand like it's a bowl, and then pretend like you're scooping. Spoon. Spoon. Knife. Put 1 finger out in front of you and then scrape the other finger against it like you're sharpening a knife. Knife. Fork, spoon, knife. Now there are a lot of foods out there in the world, so we'll only be able to learn the names for a few of them. We'll do a few fruits first. The first sign is apple. Make an X hand and twist it by the corner of your mouth. Apple, apple. Orange we learned last week when we learned the color orange. It's the same sign. Make a small C shape and squeeze it into an S shape by the corner of your mouth. Orange, orange. Banana. Hold your finger up and pretend like you're peeling a banana. Banana, banana. To sign corn, hold your finger like it's a cob of corn and twist it by your mouth. Corn, corn. For carrots, pretend like you're Bugs Bunny, eating a carrot. Act like you just took a big bite and are pulling the rest away. Carrot, carrot. To sign salad, take your hands and act like you're tossing a salad. Salad. Chicken, take your thumb and first finger and move them in front of your mouth like a beak. Chicken. Chickens lay eggs, and a lot of people eat them for breakfast. Take 2 H hands and pretend like you're cracking an egg. Egg, egg. On cold days, you might like soup. Soup is very similar to the sign for spoon. You're going to cup your hand like it's a bowl and pretend like you're eating soup. Move your hand very close to your mouth like you're actually eating. For spoon, you can keep your fingers a little lower because you're emphasizing the spoon, but for soup, you're going to bring it close to your mouth to show it's something you eat. For bread, pretend like your arm is a loaf of bread and use your other hand to slice it. Bread, bread. 2 pieces of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. Take your 2 hands and put them together and bring them to your mouth. 1 hand right on top of the other. Sandwich, sandwich. Or on Friday nights, I like to eat pizza. Take 2 fingers and bend them a little bit and then make the shape of a Z for the 2 Z's in the middle of the word pizza. Pizza, pizza. After pizza, you might like a dessert of ice cream. To show ice cream, pretend like you're licking an ice cream cone. Pretend you're holding the cone in your hand and move it by your chin. Ice cream, ice cream. You don't really have to stick your tongue out and lick, just move it by your chin. Ice cream. To sign cookies, pretend like you're using a cookie cutter to cut cookies. First one way, then the other. Cookies, cookies. To sign drink, just pretend like you're drinking something. There are different things you can drink. It's healthy to drink a lot of water. Make a W with your fingers for water, then tap your mouth 2 times. Water, water. Or in the morning you might like milk. Pretend like you're squeezing a cow to get milk. Milk. For a special treat, you might be able to have some soda or pop. Pretend like you're holding a can and then use an F hand to go inside, pull off the tab, and pop the top, like soda pop. Pop, or soda. Pop. Or maybe you like to drink juice. To sign juice, make a letter J near your mouth. Juice. Juice. So you can sign apple juice by doing the sign for apple and juice or apple and drink. You can do orange juice or orange drink, or maybe orange pop. All right, let's do those one more time, and you sign with me. Plate, plate. Bowl, bowl. Fork, spoon, knife. Fork, spoon, knife. Apple, apple. Orange, orange. Banana, banana. Corn, corn. Carrot, carrot. Salad, salad. Chicken, chicken. Egg, egg. Soup, soup. Bread, bread. Sandwich, sandwich. Pizza, pizza. Ice cream, ice cream. Cookie, cookie. Drink, drink. Water, water. Milk, milk. Soda pop, soda pop. Juice, juice. Now, in talking about food, we're going to want to know some adjectives so we can talk about foods that are good or bad, delicious or gross. So let's learn some of those signs. First is good. Take a hand and put it under your mouth on your chin, and then move it into the flat hand in front of you. Good, good. To sign bad, do the same thing, but turn your hand around. Bad, bad. It's like something you don't want. Good and bad. And these words aren't just about food. You can use them for anything that's good or bad. Delicious. Many times when chefs on TV cook, you might see them do this with their fingers if the food is good. To sign delicious, make an number 8 with your fingers. Put your middle finger on your thumb and then flick it out. Delicious, delicious. If something is gross, take what we call a claw hand, kind of bend all your fingers, and then move it on your stomach like it's making your stomach sick, and show with your face a gross expression. Gross, gross. Hot, put your hand under your mouth and then turn it out like you took a bite of something and just realized, oh, it's burning your mouth. Hot, hot. To sign cold, just shake your fists together like you're shivering. Cold, hot, and cold. To sign sweet, take 4 fingers and rub them on your chin. Sweet, sweet. To sign sour, take 1 finger, put it on your chin and pucker your face like you just bit a lemon. Twist your finger a little bit. Sour, sour. Sweet, sour. All right, once more. Good, good. Bad, bad. Delicious, delicious. gross, gross. Hot, hot. Cold, cold. Sweet, sweet. Sour, sour. Okay, that was a lot of vocabulary. So now let's focus on a way we can use those words to actually have conversations. Common things we'll talk about when we're talking about food is what people like or don't like, or what they want or don't want to eat or drink. To sign like, again, take your middle finger and thumb, like you did for delicious, but this time put it in front of your chest and pull it out. Like, like. To sign don't like, we're going to do the same thing, but opposite. So put your hand on your chest and pull your finger out, but then flick it away like it's something you don't like. Like, don't like. And as always, your face is important. You need to show that you like something, or use your face to show that you don't like it. Don't like. So I might say, I like ice cream. I don't like bananas. Like. Don't like. To ask, do you like something? Lift your eyebrows up and tilt your head forward like you're about to ask a question. Then point to the person and then say, do you like? And then name the food, maybe apples. Do you like apples? And then you usually point back to the person again at the end of the question. So, do you like apples? You? Eyebrows up, tilt your head forward. Do you like apples? You? Yes, I like apples. Or no, I don't like apples. Maybe you're serving food and you want to know what someone wants. To sign want, put your hands in front of you, pull them towards you, and slightly bend your fingers. Want. Oh, I want it. I want it. To sign don't want, again, it's the same motion but the opposite. Pull it towards you and then turn your hands like you're dropping it. I don't want. I don't want. So want and don't want. Don't want. So again, eyebrows up and tilt your head. Point to the person. Do you want an apple? You? Yes, I want an apple. Or no, I don't want an apple. And you'll see this pattern a lot in American Sign Language. Signs that have opposite meanings have opposite motions. So want and don't want. Like and don't like. Good or bad. There are many signs like that. If you're taking this class with someone else, this might be a good time to practice those questions and answers. Use the food vocabulary we've learned and ask each other what you like or don't like. And in just a minute, we'll move on to the worksheet. Before we do the worksheet, let's talk for just a minute about deaf culture. When we set up tables to eat at parties, we often put something in the middle of the table, maybe a vase or something else pretty, some kind of centerpiece. Deaf people do this too, but they don't usually like tall, big centerpieces. Can you think for a minute why that would be? If you're sitting at a table across from someone and there's a big centerpiece in the way, you can't see that person signing, and so you can't talk to them. So, for example, instead of this tall vase, maybe they'll just do a small candle or something else that's short that doesn't block the view. If deaf people ever go to restaurants, a lot of times restaurants have brochures or advertisements for their desserts on the table, and the deaf people will often turn them all down so that they can see each other and communicate well. So if you ever get to hang out with deaf people, make sure that you think about keeping the line of sight clear, making sure that everyone can see each other and talk to each other and have a good time. All right, go ahead and get out your worksheet. On it, you'll see a picture of Harold. Harold is a very hungry little monster, but also very picky. When his mom serves him food, some of it goes from his plate into his mouth, and the rest he sneaks into the trash can. So I will be telling you in sign language what Harold likes or wants, and what he doesn't like or doesn't want. What he likes you can glue onto the plate, and what he doesn't like you can glue into the trash can. So what you'll want to do in just a minute is pause the video, get a pair of scissors and cut out that bottom part of the worksheet, cut out all the different squares of food, and have a glue stick ready. You can color the food if you want to, but you don't have to. When everything is cut out and ready, go ahead and unpause the video and I'll give you the instructions. And then at the end, I'll show you the answers as usual. All right, go ahead and pause the video and get what you need, and then come back here when you're ready. All right, first is pizza. Harold, he likes pizza. Go ahead and glue the pizza onto his plate. Next are bananas. Harold, okay, he doesn't want bananas. Go ahead and glue those into the trash can. Okay, I'm going to do the rest just in sign language, and then at the end I'll show you the answers. All right, next up is Harold, he all right, next is Harold, he next, his mom gives him Harold, Harold. Instead, he, okay, Harold. Next, Harold's mom gives him, Harold's mom gives him, Harold, Harold. Next come Harold, Harold. Next, his mom gives him. All right, next, Harold's mom gives him Harold, he, last of all, Harold's mom gives him, his mom gives him he, Harold. All right. If you need to go back and watch any of those again, go ahead and do it, and then I will put the answers up. Harold likes pizza, but not bananas. He doesn't like apples, oranges, or water. He does like soda and bread, but he doesn't like eggs or corn. Of course, he does like ice cream. Once again, great job today. Thanks so much for joining me for another ASL class. Keep practicing your signs and I'll see you again next week. Bye.